Mike Dell's World number 180 for June 17th, 2011.
Night comes again and looking to the west, there's a frontier yet beyond our sight. And although moving on is the beauty of our age, I know it hurts sometimes to say goodbye. But just remember all the good times you've had. You remember well, and baby, you're sure to smile. But just as your karma calls, baby, so does your past, and you're bound to think about it once in a while. 'Cause we move and remember, oh yes we do. Goodbyes are only forever if you should choose. So keep in the good faith, my friends, keep your eyes upon the road. I'm sure we'll meet again in the memories of our soul. I see your face, and in your tears I hear you say that you love me, and you know I love you. Don't worry now, 'cause no matter how far I go, I don't go anywhere without you. 'Cause we move and remember, oh yes we do. Goodbyes are only forever if you should choose. Good faith, my friends, keep your eyes upon the road. I'm sure we'll meet again in the memories of my soul. Now I'm looking down that road and I see a great dream that's waiting there for me. So I start off, and as I go you'll hear me say, don't worry my friends, we'll meet again someday. Sure we'll meet again.
And that was a guy that I'm not really going to tell you who it is right off the bat. Let you guess a little bit. But anyway, it's a pretty good song. It's, let's see, written in dedication of the beauty of graduation to prove its stability. It need only reach the ears of the many 2011 classes, the same that are the focus of radio promotion campaigns and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's a press release sent to me. By the way, I am the exclusive podcast promoter of this particular artist, at least for right now, until he realizes that he should do that more often. But let me give you a hint of who this is.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Well, the little piggy did cry wee, wee, wee all the way home on that commercial. And no, this isn't a commercial for Geico, but the guy that sang that song is the hard-boiled spokesman of Geico. He's an actor named Michael McGlone. Michael McGlone. But anyway, he's pretty active guy. He does a lot of acting. Of course, he's got 2 albums, soon to be 3 out. That's a single. There we go. Let's enunciate. That's a single that's going to be coming out on his new record, Speed, here pretty soon. But he wanted to get it out for graduation. And so far, he's on 53 radio stations, soon to be 54. I'm going to put him on WNMC the next time I do my show. And it's a pretty cool song. Let's see, what else did he do that you guys might have heard? Let's see. Won a Best Film Award, or he was in a film that won the Best Film Award at the Sundance Festival, The Brothers Macmillan. He has since appeared in over a dozen films, including She's the One, The Bone Collector, and Dinner Rush. His most recent television appearance was the second season of Star's hit series Crash, which he plays a gangster entrepreneur. In addition to his ongoing film, television, and stage and music career, Michael is also a novelist with 4 books to his credit. Anyway, kind of everybody to everybody. I'll have links to all his stuff on the website, but you can go to michaelmcglone.com. It's Michael, spelled the normal way, MCGLONE.com, and you can find all his stuff there, his 2 albums and the 3rd one when it comes out. It's also got a Facebook profile, a MySpace page, and a YouTube channel. I haven't checked out the YouTube channel too much, but definitely am going to, so... Anyway, that's my bit of promotion here. I don't have any advertisers anymore for Mike Dell's World. If you'd like to advertise, give me a call. But anyway, that's not the purpose of this. Really don't want to bug you with ads. Let me tell you what's been going on in my life here. First off, this spring has been just terrible for me, and allergies. I'm not normally an allergy guy, but Michigan this year has really been thick in pollen. There we go. That's part of it. But anyway, it's been really thick in pollen, and this year it's bothering me. I don't know what. Maybe it's the case that last year at this time I'd be sleeping in an air-conditioned room at this time when all the pollen's flying around, and then working at night in an air-conditioned printing plant. Well, since, I don't know, a month and a half almost now, I've been working in my basement. And I don't think the basement's contaminated in any way. That's not the problem. It's that I'm outside more often. My lawn hasn't looked better, by the way. You can probably see pictures on my Facebook page there. I've been not a lot of them anyway, but check it out. Facebook.com/MGDell. As is everything else that I do is MGDell. But anyway, I put up a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel just to get the population up. I put all the video podcasts that I've done over the last couple of years all up on YouTube now, and And I'll continue to do that when I do video podcasts. I am going to do the video version of Geek of the North on a regular basis. It's going to be just the talking head. Basically, it's going to be a radio show that you watch. Of course, I also have the audio version that'll be available, of course, over at geekofthenorth.com and on the Radio Mike Dell feed if you're on that. And Jim Farley and I just put out a What's Up With That episode here last Friday, a week ago. And we'll put another one out next Friday. Looking forward to that. We're getting in the groove now, and now that my schedule has freed up a little bit as far as recording times, we'll probably be a little more regular about it. But, of course, you've heard that before. Let's see what else is going on. Slowly ramping up the business, my self-employment. I call myself self-unemployed right now. Basically, the summer is going to be gearing up mode, as I talked about before, but finally got in the, not quite the final pieces of the puzzle, but a good chunk of the puzzle. I'm now sporting a brand new 27-inch iMac. And along with that deal I got through the college, I got the Adobe Master Collection, which is basically everything Adobe makes, but, a lot of it's what I do, I'm doing graphic arts, I'm doing audio, hopefully doing video once I learn how to do Premiere and After Effects. Hopefully do a lot more YouTube videos and some video podcasting and some other stuff that might actually make money. If I can ever get this creeping crud out of my voice, but oh well, I guess that's par for the course. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Right now I've got Audition CS 5.5 for the Mac, and I'm recording into that, and I'm recording into my recorder simultaneously. That is if the batteries didn't run down, but by the way, this is attempt number 2 at this. I recorded about a 30-minute podcast, and then I went to edit in Audition, and apparently I'm not really good at that yet, so I lost the last 15 minutes, and to no avail getting it back. So now I'm running the recorder, and that way if I screw up in editing what I recorded into the computer, I can just take the backup copy and edit that, and all will be well. But so I'm a little embarrassed about that. But actually, this is going to be a lot better than attempt number 1, simply because now I know what I was going to talk about and what I probably shouldn't talk about. Oh, yeah, you need to set that gate a little different. You're hearing my breathing. Need to get a better pop filter is what I need. Right now I'm talking through a black sock. I should really get a regular pop filter and all that stuff, but yeah, it'll come in time. One thing cool though I did, you won't hear my mouse scraping around the desk. I got one of those magic trackpads. That was the only reason the Mac took so long. I ordered it on Saturday from Apple. I was downstate at my mother-in-law's place and was planning on going over Saturday to the Apple store in Grand Rapids, the Woodland Mall. I called over there first. I'm kind of glad I did because, the local Mac dealer here, the Apple dealer here, wouldn't do the special order thing, or they would, but it would take, 3-4 days for them to get it in just the same as if I ordered it. And of course, with Macs, the prices are the same pretty much wherever you go. I think Amazon discounts them slightly, and I think maybe Best Buy does too, but I'm not sure. But Best Buy never has the current version of anything. So anyway, I called over to the Apple store, and really all I wanted to do is these iMacs come with a wireless keyboard and the wireless, I don't know what they call it, Mighty Mouse, Magic Mouse, whatever that goofy wireless mouse that Apple has. And I got to say, I am turning into an Apple fanboy, but, and I'm sure most Apple fanboys will agree with me that the mice that Apple designs. I haven't found one yet that I like, and I've had them all. When I worked at my previous job, we had Macs all the way from the get-go for the last 18 years. I've been on Macs, and every Mac we get a Mac mouse and a different one here and there. The worst one was that hockey puck that first came out. When the first iMacs come out, remember the ones that had flavors? Anyway, those all-in-one CRT ones. But anyway, that one was the worst one because you couldn't ever tell which way was up, without looking at it and seeing where the tail's pointing. But all the Apple mice, they had the Mighty Mouse or whatever, the one that was, had no buttons, but it was really two buttons, and then had that little scrolly deal on the top. Those worked okay, but, when you're doing graphic arts, you need a more precision mouse. So I've always had Logitech mice, and I like them a lot better. But anyway, I wanted to order this computer. You had a choice of whether or not, which mouse you wanted, which keyboard you wanted, but only if you ordered it on the web. If you got it from the store, it came with that cheesy mouse and the wireless keyboard that didn't have the number pad. I wanted a keyboard with a number pad, and I had my own mouse. I got this nice high-resolution Logitech mouse, and so I ordered it, and it actually took them, like 2 extra days or something to put the different mouse and the trackpad in there. The price was the same, but I didn't want to, spend another $120 to get the keyboard I wanted and the trackpad. And so I was willing to wait. But anyway, I ordered it Saturday. It came in yesterday, Thursday. So it wasn't too bad. But it didn't take me too long to get it set up. But man, all day yesterday, I've been loading software, downloading things, copying stuff over from the PC, all the podcast files. Downloaded a new program to me, Soundboard. And that's by Ambrosia Software, I believe. But anyway, I'm on the trial right now, but I think I'm going to buy it. It replaces what I was using Cast Blaster for on the PC, kind of just firing off tracks and whatever. And what's nice about it is you can have several different soundboards, so I could, save one that has all the stuff for Mike Dell's World, and I'll save another one that has all the stuff for What's Up With That, and save another one that has all the stuff for, all the different podcasts that I do. And it's pretty neat. It has effects. I haven't played with the effects on it, but it has other effects and all kinds of stuff like that. And that's what I played that song on, and it sounded pretty good. Like I can play this. Oh, by the way, a closed circuit to Lester down there in Texas. Stand by for the promo that you recorded for me. God knows how long ago. But anyway.
This is Lester Graber, and you're listening to Mike Dell's World.
Okay, that was, of course, Lester Graber. Amish Trucker on Twitter, I believe, and maybe even on Facebook. I think he's just under his own name. But Lester's a longtime listener of Mike Dell's World and all the other crazy podcasts that I do, and much appreciate his loyal listenership. And speaking of which, I haven't heard from a lot of you guys lately. I'd really like to, just to know that somebody's still out there listening. So drop me a line, either Twitter me there at MG Dell, or make a comment on my Facebook page, or, send an email, mike@mikedell.com. It's pretty easy to remember. Just like to know that you guys are listening. Of course, according to my stats, there's quite a few people listening, but not a whole lot of interaction. So, hey, I want to play something I've played before, but, I like these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and play a tune, go refill my coffee cup, and I will be back after the tune.
Am I awake? What time coffee's cold. Did I forget to drink it yet? Did I forget? My clothes are wet, I don't remember drinking it. When I get through this part, will the next one be the same? Will I be wondering if I'm awake? These are not the clothes I had on when I went to bed, and something else besides my head is growing from my head. And when I close my eyes, it looks the same as when I open them again. Am I awake? What time is it? Is it that time again? Wasn't it already then? So does it have to be the time it was again? When I get through this day, can someone tell me how? And how much longer now? Am I awake? Through this day, can someone tell me how and how much longer now am I awake? When I get through this day, can someone tell me how and how much longer now am I awake?
And that was They Might Be Giants. And the song, of course, was called Am I Awake? Of course, I've played that before, and they were originally, I think that was put out on the PodSafe Music Network a long time ago. I haven't got my whole music collection moved over to the Mac yet. That's something I'm going to do this afternoon while I'm doing research for Aviation History Today, or Today in Aviation History. See, I didn't even get the name right on that one, but anyway, I'm restarting that this week, next week, something like that. I'm hoping to get like 4 or 5 of them recorded ahead so I can not worry so much about hurrying up and doing the research and then recording and then editing and then all that stuff. But that one's a fairly popular podcast. It's just I don't seem to be able to stick with it. Of course, I've been kind of that way with all my podcasting, as you all know if you've been following me for any length of time. I'm always saying, oh, I'm going to get more regular on that and blah, 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 blah. Well, okay, now that I'm self-employed, I don't have an excuse. So I just need to put some of those that I don't need to have something to talk about. I mean, that have built-in somethings to talk about, like the aviation history one and Geek of the North. There's always something to talk about on Geek of the North. And I need to put those just on the schedule and buckle down and do them. You know, stuff like this where, things come up, like I got the call from Michael McGlone the other day when I was doing my radio show. I called the radio station there and got hooked up with his, I don't know what you call him, promoter, agent, record company, whatever. So anyway, that was pretty cool. Hey, what do we got here? I just heard my phone. It's got an email. Oh, well, I'll ignore that for now. But anyway, something like that comes up, kind of motivates me to podcast. And so, hey, if you know any tunes or anything like that you want me to promote or listen to and decide whether I like it, I won't promote it if I don't like it. So, don't send me garbage. I've had that happen too, by the way, through a publicity company that knows that I do this and knows that I work at the radio station. They'll send me CDs, and some of them are atrocious. I won't even mention them, but wow. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to music, but some of that stuff is just garbage. And some of it's pretty darn good. And, of course, they give me permission to play anything I want, since I'm promoting, or at least getting it out there a little bit, and that's kind of cool. But anyway, let's see, what else interesting? Well, like I said, just basically I'm setting up the computer, getting all my tools in line. I've got some classes I'm going to be taking. In fact, next Friday I get to go to the college and take an entrance exam and go to orientation. Now, I've already got a degree, but with this community college, of course, they want to know that you know things so that they don't, have to send you through remedial classes. I guess it's a problem sometimes with high schoolers and stuff where, they don't do too good on math, so they got to send them through a extra math class. But, I'm going over there. I'm going to take a couple of classes of couple classes a semester with the eventual goal of getting my master's in business administration, MBA. But, who knows? Might take me 4 years, 5 years to do it. Starting at the community college, I can take a lot of the prerequisites, and then we have a university center that represents 2 or 3 universities through the same community college that can do the master's. So we'll see. My main goal is to get better at writing and get better at not really accounting, but at least good enough to where I can keep things financially straightened out. Been having a little issue from last year due to my poor record keeping. I've ended up getting a couple letters from the IRS saying, hey, what about this 1099? And, oh, all right, yep, and send them some more money. So, yeah, this year I'm going to do quarterlies, or this year I have been doing quarterlies and sending them money ahead of time so that at the end of the year, everything's accounted for and I don't owe them any extra money. Luckily, it hasn't been terrible or anything, but it's just one of those things. And speaking of one of those things, my lease that I have with somebody who's renting my Lake Ann house is up July 5th, I guess, or 1st. Now, it's probably the 5th, but anyway, they're moving out, and so I've got to go out there. I've got a couple of repairs I need to do and get that re-rented. Luckily, that hasn't been a problem. It's a good house and a good location, and it's relatively inexpensive to rent, and it covers my costs and all that good stuff. So it hasn't been a pain. I would have rather have sold it, and I got a real estate guy going to give me a idea of what I could sell it for and how long it might take, but I don't know. I still think, as long as it covers its expenses, I think I'm just going to hang on to it, but we'll see what he has to say. So anyway, that's what's been going on in my world. Hopefully everything's going good in yours. Excuse me. I'm going to play one last song here on the way out. That's another one from Michael McGloom. Yeah. McGlone? I don't remember. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. But it's McGlone. Michael McGlone? Anyway. I'm going to play another one of his songs. This one's called Juliet. It's off his first album called Hero.
Night calls no difference to the day, and I'm lost in your laws by chance. You'd ask me why, but there's nothing to say, just despair turned into romance. And the wise men, my dear, have all gone back to school. That's bullshit to say, as you fall off your stool. For the sadness and heartache maintained in you, I've a strange admiration for what break me into. Hey Jude, time is what it is, and we are unchanged. Just the peddlers under its sky trying to get out of the rain. Without any warning, I feel with shame, but I touch your face and I feel alright again. Hey Jude, yeah. Hey Jude, yeah. And quietly by your window pane, you softly hum and cry. Is that ragged dream within you seems refusing now to die? I lost all today, but I bow my head as you turn away. Oh, it's a shame it had to end this way, and the words I don't care, I wish I could say. Hey Jude, yeah. Hey Jude.
This podcast is part of the Blueberry Network. Find freshly picked podcasts just for you at blueberry.com. That's blueberry, no ease.com.
And sorry about hitting that a little early. I'm not used to this trackpad. I was hovering over the button and tapped it, and away it went. Oh well, I'll leave it in there. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll edit it out. So if you didn't hear that, ignore what I just said. I don't know. We'll see. So I guess that's going to do it for this edition of Mike Dell's World. This is number 180. So, hey, maybe I'll be on track for getting over 200 by the end of the year, but we'll see. Not really keeping score. Let's see, what else was I going to say? Yeah, stand by on the Mike Dell radio feed there. If you're listening to that feed, there should be a Mike Dell Unplugged coming here, probably Monday. I'm planning on doing some walking, and half the time when I walk, or most of the time when I walk, I listen to podcasts. Don't really get as much chance to listen to them as I did at my former job, because I'm actually engaged a little bit more in this current gig, so you know how that goes. But anyway, I'm planning on bringing the recorder, and when I take my walks, I've been trying to walk, something like, 3 miles a day. Not every day, but at least 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It just all depends on the weather and what's going on. If it's 90 degrees and 90% humidity, I ain't walking. I might go swimming, but I ain't walking. And if it's, cold, wet, rainy, nasty, I'm not walking either. I did get my bicycle down out of the rafters in the garage and wipe the dust off of it and pump the tires up. But as of yet, I haven't gone for a bike ride. I got to do a little more adjusting on the brakes. All that stuff. I bought one of those beach bikes, Schwinn, with the big balloon tires on it. And, this one's actually a 7-speed, I guess. Got 7 gears in the back and only one in the front, so it's not, like a 15 or 21 speed or whatever, and all these darn speeds. I remember when 10 speeds were the top one, and then somebody came out with a 12 speed, and oh boy, that was something special. But anyway, plan on doing a little biking too. I don't know what the 3 miles is what I usually walk in an hour's time. I should be able to do 10-minute miles eventually, walking, running, or fast walking or whatever. But I haven't got up to that yet, especially with all the allergy crap going around, the creeping crud. But I don't know what the bike equivalent is. I guess just go biking for an hour and figure out however many miles I cover on that. But we'll see. Just trying to get in a little bit better shape. Just because, now that I've got a little more time freedom, and now that I'm on human shift, that's another thing that's really, it's been a month and a half now, and I'm still not completely used to it. Go to bed at a reasonable hour and get up at a reasonable hour, and everybody's awake when I'm up, and everybody's asleep when I'm asleep, and that's just a new concept after, I don't know, I guess it was 16 years I was on the night shift. Most of the time I did some day shift work there periodically, but for the most part, been on night shift for all that time. And, it's a little hard to get used to night shift, of course, but once you're used to it, it's definitely hard to get used to the day shift. Now, I haven't taken any naps during the day, although a couple times I felt like it. This morning, I actually got up and made coffee and had normal breakfast and saw the wife off to work, and it's been nice. I actually finished the pot of coffee, and normally don't drink a lot of coffee in the summer, but today it just seemed right. And it seemed right to do a podcast today, so that's why I did it. So anyway, I said that was it a while ago, but this is really it. I am going to turn off the record and do some light processing on this file, get it up on the server, and get it winging its way to your iPod, computer, smartphone, whatever, Foxy, Roku, Samsung, whatever. But I'll definitely be at this a little more regularly, especially on the unplugged feed. That's just so handy. Grab the recorder, go for a walk or go for a ride in the car, whatever. Just put down my thoughts. That's what that's all about. This podcast, the Mike Dell's World, is always going to have some music in it, and the Mike Dell Unplugged will never have music in it. So that's the difference. So if you like the music, stay subscribed to this one. If you don't like the music, subscribe to the other one. If you just want to hear everything I do, audio-wise, subscribe to the radio Mike Dell feed. It's kind of my catch-all. I put all the podcasts that I do in that feed, all the audio ones. I have put a couple videos in there, but I think I'm going to quit doing that. It's not good to mix video with audio, but all the subscription information you can find over at mikedell.com. So anyway, we'll catch you later, and you can catch me later.
That's all, folks.